Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, you're going to meet former Cowboys great Timmy Newsome. He's now running a winning playbook in the cybersecurity world. His incredible story just ahead.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, it is a very common story in the NFL. You've got a great career going, and then your knee blows out, and you're done, and there's no backup plan. Timmy Newsome is a reoccurring guest. He was on my show a few months ago. He's back in the studio, and you made a very successful transition from football to technology. And back before the internet, back before home computers, you were studying computer science.
Well, I was, but it's something that I was trained to do in college. And when I was playing football after school, during school, I was learning technology and computer science.
I mean, did you already, was it a thing back then? You knew that this is the future. It's like telling a young person to study AI because it's going to be something one day.
Well, I had an introduction to a class called data processing. Mm-hmm. And I liked it. And so I decided to pursue other courses within that discipline and found a way to understand the languages that computers talk to and decided to pursue it.
It turned out to be a good investment.
It did, yes.
So you have a legendary career, and you were honored in the Black College Football Hall of Fame. Let's go ahead and roll that video.
Timmy Newsome was born in 1958 and raised in Ahoskie, North Carolina. At Ahoskie High School in Hertford County, Timmy played 3 sports: football, basketball, and baseball. During his senior year in high school, standing 6'1" and 180 pounds, Newsome was named to the all-conference teams in 3 sports. He later accepted an athletic scholarship from Winston-Salem State University. Coached by the legendary Bill Hayes, the Rams staged back-to-back undefeated regular seasons in 1977 and 1978, with a semifinal appearance in the NCAA Division II playoffs versus Delaware. Timmy earned CIAA Offensive Player of the Year honors 3 consecutive years. He also earned All-American status in 1978 and 1979 and National Player of the Year honors his junior season, and finished second in the nation in rushing for Division II. He ended his collegiate career as the all-time leading rusher in CIAA history. Averaging just 16 carries a game in his 4-year career, Timmy rushed for 3,843 yards, a whopping 6.1 yards per carry average. He also had 38 touchdowns. He was the CIAA's leading rusher and scorer for 3 consecutive years. After college, the Dallas Cowboys selected the now 235-pound back in the 6th round of the 1980 draft. After a 9-year career, he finished as the 9th leading receiver in Cowboys history. He was named to the Dallas Cowboys weekly newspaper's All-Decade Team of the 80s. He also was named to the NCAA Division II 40th Anniversary Tribute Team, the CIAA Hall of Fame, the WSSU Athletic Hall of Fame as a player, and as a member of the 1977 team. Timmy Newsome, Black College Football Hall of Fame, class of 2019.
And as a lifelong Cowboy fan, thank you so much for the great memories. I mean, you were playing throughout the 80s, which was, in retrospect, actually a very good team, wasn't it?
It really was. We got off to a great start in 81, 82, and 83. And it was a great experience, but unfortunately, we lost 3 straight NFC title games to 3 different teams.
Mm. Is it tougher to succeed in business or football?
Business. Oh gosh, business is hard.
And you're not taking the hits.
They're not taking the hits, but the mental anguish sometimes can be just as daunting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we talked off the top of the show about cybersecurity, and I can't think of a more timely topic right now as we are taping this show. The war in Iraq or Iran is heating up, and so there's all this chatter about could they launch some kind of cyber attack. So all companies have to invest in some kind of protection, don't they?
I think so in this day and age, because a lot of systems now are on the internet, and you lose some control when that happens. And so one of the things we do as a company is to try to put all of those safeguards in place, and we have the monitoring tools in place to prevent cyber attacks whenever they may occur, and try to plug up those holes to get them to stay out when they should be tightened and not as vulnerable.
And what does a good client look like to you? Is it a small to mid-sized company, or what kind of companies do you specialize
Well, we're
in?
focusing on the medium, the enterprise level customers, and I think that's really a greater fit. The other thing is they're more of a target in the world of cybersecurity, so we try to focus on that particular space.
And I know these days the bad guys have a number of sneaky ways to get in. And sometimes it's a company working with a vendor, and maybe the vendor has a vulnerability that allows the bad guys to get in. One of the questions I ask on this show is, how come we can't stay one step ahead of the bad guys? How come they keep getting in?
Well, that's what we attempt to do. And the way we do it is we have these multiple layers of security. We have double authentication that starts a lot. A lot of times, security breaches happen when someone inadvertently hands out a password and they give that information out. Another reason is that you open up an email that you shouldn't actually click on.
Yes.
You have to be very aware of what you're doing when you try to do that. So we try to teach the user not to do certain things in that particular space.
And you've been doing this for a while. What would you say your defining difference is? Because there's a lot of cybersecurity firms. What sets you apart?
I think the thing that we do really well is that we pay attention to detail, and we always address the what ifs. What if this happens? What do we do? How do we respond?
Yeah.
And so it's the what ifs, not unlike what we do in sports when we actually evaluate what we are trying to do on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah. Well, you played offense, but I guess you're really good at the cyber defense, aren't you?
Yes, we are. And so I think the thing that's really important is to have really good technology partners like IBM that we're working with to do those things. And so as we begin to find creative ways of protecting our clients, IBM and other partners are staying in tune to the new releases that are coming out, and we try to stay up to date with those attacks and the viruses that can really wreak havoc.
Beautiful. And you're very philanthropic. I love how you give back to the community. You're on 2 boards right now. We're going to put up the first website. It's Hugs Cafe. So tell us about this nonprofit.
Hugs Cafe is a nonprofit, and we focus on employing adults with disabilities. And so it's a great opportunity for a parent or guardian who may have a child with a disability. They can come to Hugs and get some training and then go out and get gainful employment.
Beautiful. And we've all heard of the YMCA. We're going to put up on the screen the Metropolitan YMCA. Tell us, just give us a refresher for people who don't know what YMCA is all about. How would you describe it?
Well, initially I thought it was just about the physicality of helping people do things from that perspective, but we do so much more. It's a child care facility for some locations that we have. In some locations we provide 3 meals a day.
Wow.
And so it's just, it runs the gamut of services that we do depending upon the need of the community. The one thing people say about the Y, if you've seen one Y, you've only seen one Y, because we do different things for different communities.
Nice. Beautiful. Okay, we've got about a minute left, so I want you to look into the camera on the left and talk to that potential client who's watching this saying, we might need to bring Timmy in to, kick the tires on his organization.
Well, if you like football, you need to call me. If you like staying out of trouble when cybersecurity, you need to call me. And if you like looking at a tall, dark, and handsome guy, you need to call me. So there are 3 good reasons you should call me.
I love it. That's a mic drop moment. I don't think we could end the show any better. Let's end with your website, which is nbsusa.net. Thank you
Correct.
so much for coming on the show.
Thank you, sir.
You bet.
All right.
All right, that's it for now. We'll see you next time.